Hi, this is Gian Roberts with I Am Masterminds, and this is your quick tip of the day.
Hello Master EDU students. This lesson is going to teach you how to get cheap traffic from Google AdWords Content Network using image ads. Yeah, you may find it harder to believe since Google AdWords is the most expensive place to advertise, but we're going to show you how you can get really cheap clicks using image or banner ads and the content network. Alright, so here's a friend of mine. He provided this information from his personal account from June 8th to June 15th of 2009. Alright, so let's look at his stats here, and you can see that he got 109,000 clicks, over 57 million impressions with a 0.19% click-through rate, and his cost per click was 3 cents. Alright, so he spent about $3,000 right there. And then this was a split test campaign. This was another ad group, and he had 14,000 clicks on this one with 1 million impressions, and his CTR was 1.42%, which is pretty good. And he still had a 3-cent cost per click. So my friend told me that he made profit about $2,000 a month using this campaign right here. So in this training module, we're going to show you how you can get 3-cent clicks using Google's AdWords Content Network with image ads, and how you can quickly create image ads using Google's AdWords Content Network, and how you can rapidly split test to maximize your CTR. Alright, before we begin, I want to show you what type of ads we're talking about when we're talking about image ads. We're basically talking about banners that we can place in Google's AdSense network or content network and place these on people's web pages. So here's an example of what that would look like. We have all these different sizes that we have to make an ad for when we're doing placement ads on Google's image ads content network. So we got if you go to Google and you type in AdWords ad sizes and click on the link, you'll come to this page here that's on the Google's help page, and you can see the different ad sizes. We got 728 pixels by 90 pixels. You got 468 pixels by 60 pixels, and that's what that looks like. 200 by 200 pixels, 120 by 600 pixels, you can see that's kind of long, 160 by 600 pixels, that's a little bit wider but still long down the side. We got another square ad, 250 by 250, and then we got 300 by 250, and one more at the bottom, 336 by 280 pixels. So those are all the different ad sizes that Google AdWords Content Network supports, and these are run through Google's AdSense program. So people leave space on their website for these particular ads. Alright, so so before we can create an image ad, we're going to need some software that's an imaging editing program. And one of the most popular imaging editing programs is called Adobe Photoshop. Everyone's probably heard of that. And don't worry, I'm going to tell you a couple ways where you can get a hold of Adobe Photoshop at a reasonable price or even free. Okay. Basically, you don't have to go out and get the latest version of Adobe Photoshop, which would be the CS version of Adobe Photoshop. You can go to eBay and find an older version of Adobe Photoshop for sale, or you might be able to go to Amazon.com and find an older version of Adobe Photoshop for sale, or another discount network like that where you can get Adobe Photoshop for an older version of it. For instance, the one we're looking at right now is Adobe Photoshop 5.0, which came out in sometime in the late 90s. Alright, so I haven't upgraded it. I like to work in the old version of Photoshop. I know the new versions, but I like to work in the old version because I know where everything's at. I don't have to hunt and peck and find things. So you can get an older version also through some file sharing networks out there. I'm not going to name any, but there are some copies of Adobe Photoshop floating around with their key gens and all that kind of stuff, if you wish to do that as well. This copy of Photoshop is totally legit. I purchased it way back when it was brand new. Okay, so you can get an older version for fairly cheap. You don't have to buy the $900 version, the new version of Photoshop. There are other programs also that you could use, such as Corel Paint would be one. There's a pseudo version of Photoshop that's just $25. It works similar to Photoshop. Just hunt around, look on the internet, you'll find a copy that's within your price range. Alright, so once you open up a version of Photoshop or a photo editing program, what you want to do is you want to go from that web page we just came from on Google's website and copy and paste from that website and paste it in here. Alright, and you'll end up with a sliver that looks like this. This is a copied ad from that Google AdWords campaign. Alright, and if I look under image size, it tells me what size this image is. It's the 120 by 600. Alright, 120 by 600. So the 120 means it's 120 pixels wide, and the 600 means it's 600 pixels tall. Alright, it's 72 dpi. That's the other thing you want to look for. 72 dpi is the screen resolution of your monitor. Alright, over to the right hand side is the same exact size ad, except in this ad I put in my own graphics. This dollar bill I got from istockphoto.com, which you can buy this dollar bill graphic for like $1. Alright, you don't need any high res version at iStockPhoto. You can get the low res website version, so usually around $1 or $2 for a graphic. Pretty cheap, probably the cheapest place you'll find on the internet. You also can go to clipart.com and find graphics there as well, and there's some other places as well. There's some free clip art sites out there. Alright, one thing you should know about Photoshop is what makes it unique is that each graphic is placed on its own separate layer. So if I was to take these eyeballs and turn them off, layers are like pieces of paper that you stack on top of each other, and each piece of paper has its own graphic. So this piece of paper is separate from the piece of paper underneath it, and so if I move them and they're lined up on top of each other, I can move them independently. See, I can move the dollar bill without moving the product launch formula. Alright, so I can turn these on and off. So I got a yellow background, and then I got the dollar bill, and I got this little copy of my Google AdWords text ad. I put that down at the bottom. It tracks interest. The main thing about these ads is that you want to create bright colors, something that gets somebody's attention, and then have some copy that raises a question in their mind, like here's what the gurus will not tell you. See, that leaves a question mark in your mind. What is he talking about? So they have to click on the ad in order to find out the answer. Alright, here's what the gurus are not telling you. So you want to raise a question in their mind, show some kind of benefit in this. I'm showing the dollar bill, so this has something to do with money. If you learn this techniques, the idea behind this ad is if you learn this technique, you'll be able to make money. Alright, so that's the idea behind the ad. Now when you're designing ads, remember that you have to make an ad in each possible configuration that Google has, which is 8 different sizes. So you got square type ads, we got ads that go up and down vertically, and then we got ads that go left to right horizontally. So you got to be able to move the elements around in your picture so that you can grab and move things on the fly. For instance, I just grabbed this piece at the bottom. Now, once you create your content in one ad, you can simply slip it into the other ad in Photoshop by clicking on it and then dragging towards the other object, the other window, if you will. And when I drop it in there, you can see that my text is now in a layer on top of this other graphic. So it's independent and I can move it around inside there. Another trick about Photoshop is if you hit Apple T or Control T on a PC, you can transform it or size it, scale it, whatever you want to call it, simply by grabbing one of the handles in the corner here. You can scale it, and if you move the mouse out from that corner, you can actually rotate the object. Alright, so there's a little trick for you. Another little trick is about the type tool. Let me get out of there. Alright, I'm going to click on this window now. I'm going to click up here where it says type. You can see the T in the little box here. That means there's type in this area. If I double click on it, if I double click on the blue part, it should come up with a text box. Yes, there it is. So if I want to change the wording in here, this text stays as text. I can just type in here's some new copy. And since this is a vertical ad, I gotta make sure that I got nice tight two-word phrases there. So when I hit OK, it applies it, and you can see down here that it applied here's some new copy. Alright, so that's how you add text to it. You can also change the font in that window that we were just in. I'll go back 1 second. This is my mouse behaves here. Alright, up here in the top window I can change the font typeface. I can change the size and the color of the typeface. So all your controls are right there. Alright, so that's how we create our ads. Then we want to go to File, Save As. We're going to save one version as a Photoshop file, which is a PSD file. You see the PSD. And then we're going to save another version. Save Copy right here. And then we're going to click down this File Type menu. And down here we're going to pick PNG. PNG file. And we're going to save it as a PNG file. So the same file. And you see this is the 120 by 600, and this is for product launch formula. Alright, and I've saved it as a PNG file. And you'll see all these PNG files inside your document folder, because we're going to use those in just a minute when we go to Google's AdWords editor. Okay, what we're looking at now is AdWords editor. AdWords Editor is an application that goes on your computer that allows you to create your ad campaigns and upload them to Google AdWords. You will need a Google AdWords account, of course, and you will need to download Google AdWords Editor to your computer and install it. Once installed, you can then start a new campaign or group, and you'll need two things in order to do that and place banner ads on other people's websites. First, you'll need the websites that will allow banner ads on their network. You can get this either one of two ways, which I'll show you in just a little bit, and then you'll need the ad itself. Notice under ads that you have text ads, image ads, local business ads, and mobile ads. We're going to use image ads under ads, image ads. Now, to add your image ad to your Google AdWords campaign, what you need to do is we already created these in Photoshop like we saw in the last video. Now we're going to click on add and update multiple image ads, and when that comes up it will bring up a window. Alright, this is the window that opens up. Then you click on browse for images, and we're going to look for those PNG files that we saved earlier. Okay, here's the folder with our PNG files in it. And basically all we're going to do is select them and hold the shift key down, and when you hold the shift key down it allows you to select all those image ads, and you're going to click open, and then you'll see them lined up in the preview window over here to the right. Next thing you'll need to do is add where the ad is going to go to when it's clicked on. So this could be your affiliate link or your website. I'll just put internet.com. Alright, just for demonstration purposes. And then I'm going to hit next. Alright, this window asks you which ad group you want to put this in. So I'm telling it to be in this ad group 2. And then I'll hit next, and it will add my ads with the destination URL right into this ad group. I'm not going to do it now since I've already done it. Okay, the next step is to get our placements. And a placement is a website that will allow us to show our banner ads on it. Okay, well, in order for us to show our ads, we need to find a website that will allow us to show our ads. To do this, you can go to Google itself, type in your keyword up here at the top, and then go through the first 3 pages in Google and look for the web pages that allow Google AdWords or AdSense to be displayed on their page. If I click on Make Money Online, blog spot, you will see, you'll see up here at the top that has a place for an ad over here to the right, and then you'll have a place over here. This one also sells ad space through another network over here in this spot right here that's coming up right now. So they sell their own ads in there as well, but I believe these other 2 are served by Google. Alright, so that's one way of finding placement. So you just copy the URL and then go to Google AdWords and place your ad. The other way is to go to Google's keyword research tool. Alright, the other way to find placements is to use Google's placement tool. And you need to log into your Google AdWords account, click on your group, and then click on placements. Alright, click on placements. There was a button I just clicked on, I don't know where it went to. I clicked on a button up here that said placements, and it came down here and opened this window and said add as many placements as you'd like, enter and save. But over here to the right you'll see try the placement tool. I'm going to click on that. Okay, this works just like the keyword tool, except it's going to find placements for you instead of keyword and related keywords. So if you put make money from home and hit search, alright, it then brings up a list of websites that offer advertising or AdSense on it. So we can see we have all these different websites and how many views those ads get viewed every single month. And so you can click on them and add those to the campaign. So let's say I saw one that said Young Money, youngmoney.com. Let's say I want that one in my campaign. I'm going to click it, and up here this thing highlights now add placement. So as many as I click on, I can add it to my campaign. It's going to say which campaign do I want to add it to, and that one is fine. Actually, no, it's not that one. It's the ad group 2 that has the ads on it. So I'm going to put that. Alright, now I added that placement to my list of placements on my campaign. So I should start seeing traffic as soon as the ad gets approved, and then it goes live. Alright, here's another tool I wanted to share with you that will make adding placements a lot easier and faster, and get you the cheapest possible clicks. Alright, and basically it's called aggressive PPC. I got too many windows open. Alright, this is called aggressive PPC, and what it does is it goes out and searches the internet with these keywords. So you go in and seed this with some keywords, and you just get a list of keywords from Google's AdWords keyword tool. You copy and paste that in here, and then you push go, and it goes out and finds placements for you that have AdSense on them. So you can see all these placements here. There's over 1,000 placements it went out and found for me, and then it disqualified a bunch as well. Alright, so this tool makes it a lot easier for you. You just simply hit copy right here, you hit export to AdWords, and then you come over here to your AdWords tool, and you click on placements, AdWords editor, and you can click on make multiple changes up here. Alright, and then you simply paste it from aggressive PPC, and you place it right here in the box, and you hit save, and it adds it to your campaign as placements. Alright, and then one other thing I wanted to show you before I end the video is once you make your adjustments here in the AdWords editor, you just go up here and hit post changes, and it brings up a little window. Usually asks for your password and username and password, and if you have any changes, it will allow you to post it. But since I don't have any changes, it just is ghosted out here. Alright, so that will do it. That's how you get cheap clicks with Google AdWords Content Network and image ads. And then one other thing before you go, split testing. To split test, all you do is you go to ad groups right here, and you tell it to be a new ad group, and then you add your new batch of ads, your image ads, and you can import your placements from your other ad group if you wish. You just use the same ad group, and then split test and see which one has a higher CPC or CTR, and split test that way. So that's how you can quickly put up image ads. Image ads pull 4 times more clicks than text ads. So that's something you can think about. 4 times more clicks than regular text ads. Alright, so keep that in mind when you're placing image ads, that your image ads will get more clicks, and so you can make possibly more money with image ads. Alright, that will do it for this lesson. I hope that you got something out of it. If you have any questions, please contact us on the forum.
Hi, this is Gian Roberts with I Am Masterminds. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you'd like more tutorials like this one, please visit my quick tips area at my website, iammasterminds.net. That's iammasterminds.net. Also, I host a weekly webinar where I give free prizes and gifts, so be sure to register for that when you go to the website. Also, give me a thumbs up and like and subscribe to this video and my channel on YouTube. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.